Officer! Oh, officer! There was someone in my flat.
You checked the Doomsday Book yet?
What's that?
You seen the crime book?
Yeah, 4 burglaries and 1 attempted. None of them score an investigation.
This is the CID office. Through there's DI Burnside's office.
What's DI stand for?
Well, it's short for dinosaur.
Detective Inspector. This is Marcus. His school's been sent him to gain some work experience.
Oh, yeah? What school did you go to, Marcus?
St Gregory's.
Oh.
I didn't think that was still a school. I thought it'd been turned into a ball stall.
One of the many things you require as a policeman is a sense of humour. Unfortunately, that's one of the many things Jim lacks.
No joy?
Nah. The woman saw the bloke, but she can't remember what he looked like. Teenager, dark jeans, grey jacket. That's all she got.
You reckon he came this way?
Yeah. I'm going to check the next road. Excuse me? You haven't seen a young man come out of this alley in the last couple of minutes, have you? Dark jeans, grey jacket.
A young lad, spiky hair?
Spiky blonde hair?
Yeah.
Which way did he go?
Quite tall, yeah?
Yeah, I know. Sierra Oscar from 340 receiving.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, suspect believed to be Anthony Riley of 13 Abingdon Road.
Yeah, I know the address.
Don't we all?
Well, if we can't do Riley for anything else, we can do it for breach of the peace.
Music like that can do it for GBH.
Oh, he's not going to hear this. We can try throwing something up at the window.
Yeah, like a brick.
What's happening?
Wait for you to climb up the drain pipe.
How did you know it was Riley?
There's a bloke matching his description was seen in the area. Hey, look, you ring the other flat's bell, see if we can get in the front door. I'll nip round the back, make sure he doesn't get out that way.
Cheers, Dave. We'll just stay here and enjoy the music.
Nice trick, the music that time. Could have been a good alibi.
Went for a run. Lost my door keys.
Oh, is that right? Probably dropped them when you were doing that lady's house.
Yeah? What lady's house is that then?
You've probably done so many today. Empty your pockets. I have reason to believe that you are in possession of property stolen from number 36 Tallow Street.
Do you want a paper?
I've read it, thanks. I want my solicitor.
Jeff Simpson's your brief, yeah? Luke, put him in number 2, will you? David, a word. You arrested him in his own garden for carrying a pair of gloves, yeah?
Going equipped. He was spotted coming out the alley near the scene. I could have picked him up on suspicion.
Positive identification, was it? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, hello, this is Sergeant Cryer of Sun Hill. We have one of your clients in custody, Tony Riley. He wants a solicitor. All right, thank you.
Look, more than likely, right, he saw us at his front door, stashed the gear somewhere and tried to nip in his flat the back way.
Points to proven police powers. Seen one of these, have you? Going equipped to steal. It is an offence for any person, when not in the place of his abode, to have with him any article for use in the course of or in connection with any burglar.
The garden belongs to the downstairs flat and Riley lives upstairs. And anyway, when I first saw him, he was in the next door neighbour's garden.
Keep it with you. It might come in handy.
It's Riley's M.O. He sticks to houses in the area and Mrs. Roth's house 3 roads away. Come on.
That's why citing him near the crime isn't any help.
Just past Viv with the new toy boy.
Is that the work experience, kid?
Sunhill's answer to lack of resources. We need a burglary squad, not a kindergarten.
Right, so, what's the charge?
We haven't interviewed him yet.
What about the magistrates? Are you going to defer?
Defer? What for?
Don't you people ever talk to each other? There's 2 counts of burglary.
Riley's 17 now, isn't he?
Oh, yes. He'll have to learn to take a toothbrush to court now.
You see, this lad Riley's committed hundreds of burglaries, but he was a juvenile before, so it was very difficult for us to get him a custodial sentence.
But why does he need a toothbrush?
Well, Marcus, he's a big boy now. This time he's going to go down.
This is all circumstance and probability.
Yeah, it's still worth questioning him, though.
Nah, scrub the interview. I'm sorry, Dave, but he's a one-man crime wave. I need Riley to plead at the magistrates today.
Look, if the evidence was better on this, I'd say, wait, we'd take them all up to court in one hit, yeah?
I agree, if we were certainly had something meaty. But as things stand, even without Quinnan's arrest, I've got enough to have him sent down till Christmas.
That's fine by me.
If we throw this one in as well, he'll more than likely contest it, he'll opt for Crown Court and get bail. He's a 5-a-day man. He'd have filled out a crime book before he went down.
Well, how about we interview him after he's appeared?
OK.
So I'll let the magistrate know he's on his way. We'll keep him under arrest. And we can take him to court in custody, yeah?
Yeah, have someone bung him in a wheelie bin and run him down there.
Oi! Oi! I'm in charge of storage, not delivery. Get one of your lot.
You could be down in the cells for a while, OK? So take my advice. Enjoy the luxury of a flush toilet while you're there. Could be some time before you see one again.
If I could take a statement from you, Mrs. Roth.
What do you want to know?
Well, you saw the young man coming through the window. How would you describe him?
Sort of average, really.
What, my height? Taller?
Well, when I saw him, he was in the window, you see.
Yeah, well, you must have seen him running away.
It was a shock.
Yeah, sure, I understand. How do you feel?
Bit of a squeegee tummy.
It's not surprising, is it? Thinking back to when you saw the young man running away, was he a tall bloke, would you say?
It all happened so quickly. Oh, it's my own fault. I shouldn't have kept the window open. All he got was my wedding photo. It was in a lovely silver frame. I don't suppose I'll see that again.
All hope's not lost.
There was no damage, or negligible damage, to these people's houses. Hardly anything was taken, and what was of very little value. In mitigation, your worships, I would say that the crimes committed, to which, as I say, my client has confessed, and as I mentioned, deeply regrets. These crimes were solely against property.
You're still a bit upset, aren't you?
Oh, it's stupid. It's the photo. It's the only one, you see.
Sentimental value, yeah?
My husband died not long after we were married.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it was a long time ago. Sorry. Can I get you a cold drink? It's a shame. I can't open the window anymore.
Look, I'll make sure someone from victim support comes and visits you.
No, there's nothing you can do. I've been lucky, really, considering the area, that I've never been burgled before. I suppose it's a fact of life nowadays.
What is the point, perhaps? The lame magistrates, what do you expect?
A suspended sentence and a fine?
If he wasn't in custody, he'd probably have picked up enough this afternoon to pay that. He'd have fleeced a few houses, we'd be back in time to watch Neighbours.
We'll have to try and pin those 2 burglaries from this morning on him.
I'm going to do his flat on the way back. Monroe's authorised to Section 18.
What, do you think you'll find any evidence?
I don't know. But at least he'll find out what it's like to have his home torn apart.
Morning.
Another day in paradise.
Yes, Greg's upstairs. He wants you to go and give him an early morning call.
What does he think I am, room service?
He's grooming you for CID, mate.
You get basted last night?
What time is it?
Well, just come on.
They had to kick Riley out. Not enough evidence. I was up last night, going through the burglaries committed close to Riley's address. I've marked them on the map here. Can you jug us one of those mints, please? So. The blue pins are burglaries, the red ones post boxes.
He's bunging the gear in self-addressed envelopes, isn't he?
Well, you see how the incidents are clustered around or between post boxes? What I started to do here was, in some cases, you can identify a route. This is the 29th. He does a house, goes to the nearest post box, finds another house, does the same again. You can virtually trace a route right back to Riley's front door.
Yeah, it's not enough to get him with, though, is it?
No. I need a favour. There were 2 burglaries committed yesterday on your beat. The first was in Dell Road.
Yeah, the second one I dealt with. A woman, Mrs. Roth.
Right, well, they both should have been screened out by rights, so I need your help. Can you go back to both scenes and see if anyone living near a pillar box saw Riley post a parcel in?
Yep, yeah, no problem.
I can get a warrant, go back to Riley's place and wait for the first post. See what turns up.
Fine.
We had to keep the envelopes.
Come on, mother's brain. I don't know what you're looking for.
Post. I don't suppose she has a brain, or she'd have had you adopted. Come on.
This is Gyro. We can always wait for the second post.
And then we'll take you back to the station and ask you some questions.
You all right?
Did you catch that bloke yesterday?
Sorry?
Did you catch that bloke yesterday?
No. No, we're still making inquiries.
What did he do?
There's been some burglaries in the area recently.
We've just had a new alarm put on. Oh, not that nothing will stop them. It's for the insurance, really. Stops them whacking up the premiums.
Yeah, well, most people around here haven't got insurance, have they?
That's true.
The post box there. You didn't see that bloke drop something in there, did you?
No, mate.
There isn't anybody else hanging around in Whitehand, working in the back of the shop?
Oh, have you tried the shop next door?
Yeah.
Oh, well, better luck next time.
I'm hoping he's not going to get her next time. Cheers.
See, I don't think you've got enough evidence to hold him. We talked to the custody officer.
He suggested I speak to you.
Look, I'm keen to keep the inquiry going, Alistair, but we have got other priorities.
Maybe all this lad gets away with are a couple of small items of jewellery. But that's not the point. We can't just keep screening it out and hope it'll go away.
I hear what you're saying.
I had Riley. He confessed to 2 counts of burglary. But then he does his impression as Snow White and the magistrates let him off. I mean, where do these lay magistrates live? Do they know what it's like to be burgled?
Agreed. We need a stipe. Yeah, come in.
We get a stipendiary magistrate on the bench and I will personally raise a flag on the station roof.
Mrs. Roth? Mrs. Roth! Sierra Oscar from 340 receiving.
Go ahead, 340.
Female collapsed behind locked doors. I'm going to effect forcible entry.
Okay, Dave, I'll inform the duty officer.
Bob.
What's the verdict?
We haven't got the evidence. Release Riley on police bail.
That's all you can do, mate.
I'll tell the relief to be on red alert. Expect another string of burglaries in the hour.
Ambulance required, 36 Tallow Street. Possible heart attack.
I want you to transfer all the information on the wall map onto this smaller map, so it's easy to keep on file.
This is real police work, Marcus.
It's like schoolwork.
That's right. You'd rather be out playing football, we'd rather be out nicking villains.
Why'd you do it then?
Well, the government thinks it helps prevent miscarriages of justice. You see, if we all do this paperwork, we haven't got time to go and arrest anyone.
I've just seen Riley doing the Lambeth walk again.
I'm just as peeved as you are. I've spoken to the governor. We need new evidence.
Mrs. Roth's had a stroke.
I'm sorry.
Apparently it's been brought on by stress. Obviously as a result of the break-in.
We can't prove that.
No. No, but we can prove that Riley is responsible for the burglary.
How?
Well, I don't know. We do a surveillance on him. Find out where he's fencing the gear.
There isn't enough evidence.
Oh, come on. Come on, it's up to you lot in CID to find the evidence.
Not when there isn't enough in the first place. That's the rules. It's been screened out.
What about the first burglary?
Nothing taken. A pair of earrings, no witnesses or prints.
Still, some woman somewhere's going to be wondering when's the next time Chummy's going to come breaking through her window. Probably end up a Mogadon casualty.
I've spoken to the DCI. No leads, no inquiry. The only informant there was didn't leave a name.
And we've checked the phone number?
Phone booth.
Has anyone found a location?
I doubt the caller's still there, Dave.
It's out of order.
Did you notice anybody making a call from here yesterday morning around 10ish?
There are 6 burglaries on this ground every day alone, and 5 of them can be put down to Riley.
We can't keep him, Tony. You know that as well as I do.
Yeah, but in the end, the public think that we just aren't bothered.
Oh, hello, PC Quinnan, Sun Hill.
Oh, what is it?
Did you make a 999 call from the laundrette yesterday?
Well, how do you know that?
Well, from the woman in the laundrette. Can I come in?
Well, I'm late.
Well, it's just that I need a description of the man you saw breaking into the house.
Oh, I didn't see anything, just a broken window.
What about anything on the road?
Sorry, I've done my bit, all right.
Well, it is quite important.
All right.
Ah, have you heard about this business with Riley, sir?
Is he still around? I was hoping he might have dropped off a drain pipe.
We had him up the steps yesterday and he should have got a minimum of 3 months. Instead, he's got offered less than a parking fine. It's affecting morale.
Yeah, well, Mr. Brownlow has been on to the magistrates. They've got the government on him. They're trying to cut down on overcrowding.
So what do you want me to tell Dave Quinnan? He's busting the gut to get this boy Riley. Should I tell him to forget it?
But don't have a go at me, Bob. I'm not the Home Secretary.
The informant, Del Road, I traced her.
And?
She didn't want to know me. I found she lived round the corner from the scene, so I popped back there. Turned up a couple of residents we've not spoken to. One of them gave me details of 2 burglaries no one's even bothered reporting.
Committed by Riley?
Who knows? He's done so many, I doubt whether he knows which ones he's done.
There must be some way you can arrest him.
They're not all down to Riley.
Yeah, but it would help us if we got him off the streets. Look, can't we go to the DCI and ask him about mounting a proper surveillance?
It's resources. I'm sure given time.
Someone's in hospital because of him.
If only we had something definite. We think he's using post boxes. I've searched his address this morning. There's no gear there. There's no clue to an address he might be sending it to. No envelopes. Not even a postage stamp.
Well, maybe he's getting the stationery on his way to a job.
I'll have another word with the governor. Anyway, I don't know what you're complaining about. At least you weren't up all night on this.
I wouldn't mind being up all night as long as we get him.
I finished doing the map. What do you want me to do next?
How's your typing, Marcus?
Hang on. You got a second hand on that watch? Yeah. Right, I want you to start at Riley's and time the distance on foot between the post boxes.
What's that?
Someone's got to do something about these burglaries.
Don't you start.
But my lads are fed up with turning up at everyone's house, taking down the details, knowing full well that you're going to screen them out and they're not going to get investigated.
Well, it's not popular with us.
But there's a bit in here about Operation Bumblebee. Yeah, launched June '91, one area, has proved to be a particularly successful anti-burglary initiative.
It means setting up a dedicated burglary team.
It means that every reported burglary gets properly investigated. It means we don't treat it as a victimless crime. And it means that we give chummies something to worry about for a change.
You'll have to do something about sentencing before that happens.
We send jokers like Riley up to court week after week. They'll get as sick of him as we are. Believe me, they'll soon do something about sending him away.
A life without Riley.
When you're finished with that, bang it on Brownlow's desk, will you, please? There's no reason why we shouldn't have an operation like that here. None.
Dave! I seen him.
What?
The bloke you're after. He was going in the post office.
What was he doing now?
I think he's just buying some stamps.
Sierra Oscar from 340 receiving. What, the post office on the
Go
parade?
ahead, Dave.
Anthony Riley. I have reason to believe he's about to commit a burglary. Suspect last seen on the parade adjacent Tallow Street. Come on, run.
Hands against the wall! I'm WPC Ackland, Sunhill Police. I have reason to believe you're in possession of items used in connection with burglary. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you have any needles, knives, or sharp objects in your pockets?
Screwdriver.
Sandy,
Right, I'm going to search you.
what are you going to the post office for?
Cash my gyro.
Anything else?
What do we got?
What? Unaddressed jiffy bags,
No law against that, is there?
stamps, and those.
What's this?
Just some address labels, aren't they?
No, they're not. They're a one-way ticket to Pentonville. He's posting a gear direct to a jeweller's in Bow. We might even get a fence out of this as well.
I've finished the report, sir.
I hear we got quite a result.
Mr. Brownlow's just congratulated Marcus here on his first arrest.
Well done, Marcus. We're looking for new talent. You two haven't done too badly out of this either. I hear Riley was on his way to commit a couple more.
Yeah, well, Tony and Jen stopped him virtually outside a house he did yesterday. It's just a shame it won't help the woman. She's still in hospital.
And we can recover the items stolen.
Yeah.
I've got Viv and Tosh doing the exhibits at the jewellers.
Right, well, Marcus, we'd normally go for a pint now, but I'll buy you a cup of tea downstairs.
Thanks.
I'll buy 'em. Marcus, you come and sit yourself down here. You've done your first arrest. Now you can do the paperwork.